Gillian Keegan is the person who complained when the concrete crisis was at its height, that no one was telling her that she'd done an effing good job, and that they were all sitting on their arses. Um, you know, really, is this the sort of language you want from the person who is controlling the recruitment of new teachers, who is encouraging? Well, yeah, it's very interesting. Her approach to teacher recruitment, her approach uh, to to delivering what she promises. She says, "Well, you can't promise what you deliver." So when it comes to nursery places, when it comes to childcare places, she said, "Well, we've done what we can, but we can't control what people actually deliver. We're dealing with thousands of different businesses." Well, yes, but that's her job. It's her job not to deliver. Her job is just to do the paperwork and say, well, it's on the paper. Computer says yes. No, her job is to make sure that what she plans is actually delivered. That is her job. That is what ministering is about. Ministering is about proposing something and ministering and ensuring it happens, guiding the output of her plans or the plans. Not putting something on paper and then saying, well, on paper it works, sorry if it doesn't work in practice. And the same thing is sort of true about her secondary education plans and all these acronyms, SKIT, PGCE, NQT, ECT, TA, and so on. Essentially, she has wheeled out a program where untrained teachers with barely a GCSE pass can be put into secondary schools to teach STEM subjects, and without proper guidance, without proper training, and simply doing the time is going to guarantee them the qualification. What about those teachers who have got into teaching without, let's say, a PGCE, who have done years of the time and who are still not qualified? This makes a nonsense of the whole system. The whole system is shot with bureaucratic chaos from top to bottom, and that is the problem. And teacher recruitment is one thing, but teacher retention is quite another. And I don't think Gillian Keegan's approach to either is likely to be acceptable or effective. The apprenticeship scheme, the scholarship scheme, the training scheme, all of these are schemes. And a scheme without a follow-through, a scheme without ministerial support, is just words on a piece of paper. It means nothing. And the fact that she doesn't feel congratulated, she doesn't feel wanted, she doesn't feel liked, who cares? She's supposed to be the minister, and she's supposed to be wheeling out a program that delivers, not wheeling out a program that she thinks looks good on paper, but a program that delivers. It's a practical job being a minister, not a theoretical job. If she wants a theoretical job, she can be one of these advisors. What is it, a SPAG or a SPUD or something? A special advisor. But she's not. She's supposed to be the minister. She's supposed to be taking control and ministering, ensuring practical support through to delivery. And at the moment, there are serious gaps in teaching, serious holes. The last school I was at, I think computer science was entirely staffed by temporary teachers. And yet computer science is one of these STEM subjects that we're supposed to be encouraging. Maths was being taught on a random basis by a range of new teachers all the time. I don't know about physics. History, classics, PE was being taught by student teachers, effectively. And it's simply chaotic, utter chaos. I've gone into schools to teach English and looked around and seen that my other subject, religious studies, is so appallingly taught. I've just taken over classes willy-nilly to try and provide some sort of foundation teaching, and you ask the students what they know, and you look at the textbooks and you think these textbooks are useless. They're all illustrations. They're all vague and woolly. Students should come out of a school at GCSE with basic core knowledge about key subjects and about each other. And I'm afraid, looking at GCSE education, most teaching is about taking up time rather than providing information and nurturing the development of young minds. I've been looking at a school recently, coming up to GCSE mocks, and the students still haven't properly studied the poetry assignments. They haven't actually looked at the poetry assignments, and they haven't looked at the Shakespeare text. And yet their mocks are just after half term. And I don't understand. I don't understand how what they've been doing with the rest of their 2 years. And you think, does this prepare a class of students for their GCSE? No, not remotely.